Hey gang, welcome back to Post Family Pilgrimage. On this episode, I want to do things a little bit different with you guys. I want to do somewhat of a product review, only because this right here, this is the Sog Power Pint. This right here has become my go-to, what we call EDC, everyday carry. I absolutely love this right here device. I want to get more into it here in just a minute on the video, but also want to explain to you why you see that band right there on this thing. But there's also a couple other things I want to cover. This little extension device right here. And then also this little guy right here. So we'll get into all three of those here in just a second. Hey, if this is your first time with us on Post Family Pilgrimage, welcome. We are glad that you're here. A couple of things I want to mention to you. First off is you can subscribe to the channel. Just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and it really, really helps us out. Second thing is we just started the Patreon account, so if you're interested at all in that, check that out. There's a link in the description below. And also, we have a merch page, and so the link in the description will be there as well for that, with Shop Overland apparel, just some of our post-family pilgrimage shirts, and we are working on some patches now. All right, let's get into the video. This is ultimately the review of the pint, but also just some little tools that I've been using here this past year in 2022, and just how they've kind of been complete game changers for me. So hope you guys enjoy it. The Sog Pint multi-tool, and you may see this little hairband on there and wonder what in the world is that about. Here's what that's about. That way it doesn't open up in your pocket. So this thing is cool. I'll show you some different angles from it here in just a second, but pop this off of here, and my daughters are always needing one of those, so that's convenient for me. And there you go. Everyday carry, every single day. It stays up right here just in the corner of my pocket, and I absolutely love this guy. The second one is this little guy. This is an attachment. It's like the world's smallest wrench. Check that little guy out. But here's the cool thing about these two. In the neck of this right here, it fits in perfectly. So now you have perfect little pocketable handheld wrench. Listen to that. It is so satisfying. It's awesome. Love this thing. Really, really cool. Now, the third and final piece, so it's these three. The third and final piece is my Leatherman Surge. And I won this on Instagram a long time ago. Funny story. I'll come back to that later. But the Surge tool is awesome. The best part about the Surge tool is a couple of the other accessories I have with my Surge tool. So first one is a bit driver extender. So what this does is, again, I use it more often than anything in the Sog. It bites down in there, and then it even extends further your little wrench. How cool is that? Pretty awesome. And just to think these are all that big, little bitty guys. But the other part is this, and it stays inside the little Leatherman pouch, is these two guys right here. They come in their own Leatherman pouch, but they're so convenient because look at that. Look how thin these are, and these are all different bits. These are pretty incredible. So right here on the end you have this little guy. It's either a flathead or a Phillips little bitty guy. That's just a eyeglasses repair kit tool kind of thing. But then you have hex keys, hex heads, Phillips heads, flat heads, all different kind of little varieties. And again, those fit wonderfully in all of these tools. Let me kind of show you what that looks like using the screwdriver in the wrench. So you just pop this guy in here. Well, let's go this way. Pop it in there like that. And then as you turn it, how cool. Anyways, it works well. I've already used it today in putting together some stuff left over from Christmas. So again, just an awesome. Now, the cool thing about the Sog here is that naturally, I mean, it has a flathead on it. And it has several varieties of sizes of flatheads, but it also has a Phillips here. And I keep this around here, as I said earlier, so that it doesn't open up in my pocket. But some people have complained and said, the problem with this is if you open up the knife on here, or you open up the little jagged edge knife, then you can't close it. It's locked. I love that feature. Here's how you overcome that feature without having to open up the whole blade. Is you simply pick a different tool, say the bottle opener, and then it closes. So it just has that lock that takes place, and then it's set. But if you pull out any other item whatsoever, and just barely pull it out, then it'll close back. Same is said about the file, any of the other blades. As long as there's another tool sticking up, just barely, then you can close all the blades. So I think I've shown you all of, oh yeah, it does have scissors on there as well. And you can even see the pocket fuzz because they've been in my pocket so long. Anyways, excellent, excellent tool. I cannot speak highly enough about. I will put the link to these in my description. There's also a Amazon affiliates page. Feel free to click on that. That helps us out a little bit on the channel just to keep doing more stuff just like this. But those are all there for you guys. The Leatherman Surge. I won this guy and these accessories for this with the pouch. In the pouch, it has a little pocket, side pocket right here. Where that right there, bit driver just fits, well, either side. It just fits right in. And then on the back side of this right here, there's a little pocket for these two to go in as well. And then for the Surge, I think this is now $120, $150. Again, I won it for free. So the way I won this guy was I posted on a giveaway for this about what I would do with it. And ultimately I just said I would spend time learning how to carve cool stuff and teach my son. And that really won me this tool. My wife was convinced it was never actually going to show up, and then one day it does, and absolutely love it. It's kind of my go-to. It stays not on my person, but on or in the Forerunner, if not connected to a backpack or something of that nature, if I am going out. But this guy, the Sog Pint, goes with me everywhere. Love this tool. And again, this little accessory to go with it. These two, absolutely awesome. Perfect little tool for this guy right here is getting out fuses. You can see right here. Such a small little device. You can get up there, pull out fuses perfectly. A lot of people say that an awl like this is kind of pointless. It does have a good point to it. I'm teasing. But I've been working hard to get this flex seal scraped off. And just the blade wouldn't work. I applied some Goo Gone in this awl right here. And you can see it's truly getting it all. See what I did there again? I don't want to dig too hard and scratch up the tile, but yeah, it works. Okay guys, so this is the little case that this thing comes in, this little screwdriver here, or the wrench. Here's the wrench itself, little bitty guy. You can see how small it is just in my hand alone. It is a really cool tool, and the head of that is made perfectly for Leatherman tools, but it also fits perfectly right here in the Sog Power Pint. Now you can kind of see right here how I just swing this thing open, and it's only 5 inches when it's fully opened up. So it is a little guy. It's only 4.2 ounces. It has 18 tools on this thing. So there's tools all over this thing. Here's just kind of another angle for you to see just kind of what it looks like. Now they also offer this in a black, but I could never find it in the black. It's an incredible tool. Absolutely love it. Again, can't speak highly enough about it. Fidget spinner almost. Here you can kind of see the size comparison with the Surge. The Surge, again, is just a beast of a tool. This thing is awesome. Here it is, opening up the saw blade on the Leatherman. Here's the locking mechanism right here. You have to slightly push that, as you can see, to get it to open up fully. Again, now here's just a regular knife blade. Again, locking blade. All the external blades on this are locking. You see how huge this thing is just in my hand alone compared to the PowerPint. Here it is, fully opened. Just a beast of a pair of pliers. This thing goes with me, again, anywhere in the 4Runner. Inside here are the other attachments, the flathead, the Phillips, all your other can openers, all those types of things. You can also see the lanyard there. And then just size comparison, again, to how small this is. Really fits perfect in that little small pocket in your blue jeans. I clip it to the internal pocket. It's great. This is the saw blade right here. I use this blade right here more than anything. This is really not, I was holding a camera in one hand. It's not made to be done one-handed, but it works perfectly. You can tell it took me just a second to get it opened that way. Again, here I am opening some other tools so that I can close that main blade on the outside. Okay guys, so before we wrap it up with this, I want you guys to see really what that bit driver extension looks like in the neck of this guy. Isn't that cool? Now that's just, again, that's the Leatherman attachment, so you can see how thin these are. They're super thin, fat on the sides, thin that way. And they just fit into the groove right here. I know it's hard to see on camera. I'll give it just a second. There you go. And then this, again, it's hard to see on the camera, but this notches into the neck of this right here. So then you have a longer bit screwdriver, and just love this thing. So you can pull this out. It's not wanting to come out now. I have to use the pliers to get it out. There we go. So you can flip these now back around and piece that guy inside of there. Clamp down on that, and there's your simple screwdriver. Again, you do have one. Well, that's the flathead. You do have the Phillips right there. 14 tools on this guy. So you got the clip, you've got the pliers, you have the wire cutter right there. On the internals here, which is really just closing it back up now, like this, and then being able to point out all the different tools here. Here's your file. Your awl, your straight blade knife, your flathead, and your can opener, rope cutter, bottle opener. And that's just on this side. Now over here, there's your saw. Kind of open all these back up. There we go. There you go. So now you can see your different tools there. Your flathead. This is a flat point here. Your can opener here, as well as smaller heads, scissors, and saw. And of all the blades, I probably use that saw more than anything. Again, there is your bit driver right there. You smash that dude in and you're all set. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. I didn't get too far into all of these. I will leave a description, a note in the description for you of the links for all of these, prices for these. I believe the price for this right here, the Surge on Amazon, is probably 50 bucks. Here's the cool thing. I mentioned it earlier. They do make a black one. The black one is constantly out of stock. So it's kind of the, if another one of those pops up, I will purchase it just because I love this thing so much. And I would love to have one in the black. Also meant to mention that if you can see that, That is a ruler, and it kind of goes through both ends, so that's considered a tool as well. But you know how some of these things get as far as mentioning stuff that's not really a tool, but they can kind of slap it on there at the last second and go with it. Anyways, hey, that wraps up this video. I hope this helps you in some form or fashion when it comes to a multi-tool. Maybe if you're looking for a new multi-tool for 2023, I would still recommend the PowerPint by Sog. You can pick this thing up on Amazon, link in the description below, or even Academy or directly from Sog for 50 bucks from Sog and free shipping. Hey, I don't do a whole lot of product reviews, but this has been a lot of fun. Maybe it's just because I absolutely love this tool, but if you're looking for one of these or you're looking for something like this, if you have a question about this tool, please do us a huge favor. Leave a question in the comments and I'll answer those as quick as possible. Hey, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.